At Crouch Recovery, every department from call centre to maintenance to heavy recovery has a mix of those who've been with the company for the long haul and then some newer kids on the block.
Thanks, pal. Bye, mate.
Their latest recovery op recruit is Steven Hodges. With 16 years on the job, he's saved over 10,000 vehicles. But will past experience be enough to succeed in his new role?
This is a new job for me. This is my third week at Crouch Recovery. I used to do recovery before, but not as many interesting jobs in one day. So definitely a great opportunity to learn new stuff.
And today he's been thrown in at the deep end for an unusual job.
Just been called out to a 26-ton truck stuck in a local park.
The stranded flatbed behemoth has sunk into the sodden turf and is now well and truly wedged next to the temporary structure it came to deliver. It's only a few miles away, but just getting to it is a major challenge.
Driving around the streets, around the back end of some of Leicester's streets, is quite tight. A lot of drivers not aware of the big truck. They all seem to just drive which way they want to. And obviously the hindrance of small roads and traffic and schools and double parked cars, lights don't really help the situation. It wouldn't be too bad if it was just in a sort of a small car and that, but fortunately when a big truck gets stuck, you need a bigger truck to get it out.
And trucks don't come much bigger than Steven's 12-metre, 31-ton Scania rotator. Equipped with a 100-metre long winch cable, this beast's maximum lift capacity is a whopping 60 tonnes, and the full-on flatbed will need every bit of this formidable power.
I think this must be the one. It's definitely stuck by the looks of it. And most people have carried on building around it, so that makes it a little bit more awkward. On arrival to the park, I thought it was a bit silly that the driver was where he was. Obviously, it's not a drive in the park, it's supposed to be a walk in the park. How you doing, Drive?
I'm good.
What's your problem?
Stuck.
Oh, why did you get stuck for?
I had to drop that container there.
Oh, right.
And then obviously unloaded, went to pull away and just spun.
Nice. Right, we need to sort of work a plan out of how we're going to get you out.
It's a massive challenge for Crouch newbie Steven, as the freshly built marquee is in an awkward position, preventing his desired approach.
So obviously I can't come on the grass as well, because I'll just sink as well. So I need to sort of come forward, because I can't even go back because of the way that the thing's built around it. Annoyingly, they didn't wait for us to get there, so they carried on building the marquee. I think we're going to have to get them steps moved, because once you come all the way around, your mirror's going to be nearly touching that, and then you're not going to have any more screw.
Yeah, and I'm sure they won't like us running over, will they?
No, because it'll definitely
Ruin the carpet.
ruin something.
All right, sweet. I'll speak to them.
Yeah, speak to them, see if they'll move it. If not, then we'll have to come up with another plan.
The driver's sweet talking does the trick, and the marquee men spring to his aid.
And I got stuck about 2 hours ago, I think.
I wish there were a marquee there as well.
I know, it wasn't here when I started. It built up round me.
Steven can now move into position, but he must ensure he doesn't fall into the same trap. While his wrecker's on hard standing, his stiff legs would sink into the muddy ground without some help.
We're going to obviously get the crane, rotating crane out and swing it around so it's level with the truck, and then hopefully we'll pull it back and then get it to some firmer ground, and he can hopefully drive it out literally the way he come.
It's an ambitious plan that comes with a significant risk. The winch cable will have to stretch 60 metres across the park, and once under tension, it will create a dangerous obstacle for anyone in the vicinity.
The harder the challenge, the better, higher the reward as such.
And getting his cable out will require some serious manpower. One manpower.
That's hard work. It's not a walk in the park, is it? It's where you realise you should have went to the gym.
Steven's circuit training continues as he drags weighty chains over to the lorry. Then finally, he can let the machinery take the strain. This won't be an easy pull, so communication with the driver will be key.
Right, buddy, you want to jump in, put your window down, and if you take the handbrake off, and when it starts coming back, then start to steer. Don't steer now, because it'll just bury itself in.
Before he starts, it's vital Steven checks the vehicle from all angles.
Hey, mate, you come out of there, because you're going to get crushed in a second.
Make sure my cable's got out of the way on the floor.
Yeah, I don't want you to get crushed, because that's a lot of paperwork.
With the marquee so close, one wrong move could see the lorry smash straight into it. So the pull must be done slowly and smoothly.
Right, bud, start going back, start steering now, yeah?
As the winch cable starts to take the strain, the truck shows the first signs of movement. But working in a public space like this is incredibly hazardous.
We've got the winch rope under tension. If that ever failed, and that would whip around and hurt somebody severely.
It's going to be a nail-biting few moments for Steven.
Fingers crossed, we've managed to do it right the first time.
Coming up, Michael's got no room and very little time to lift and shift a lorry.
Got 2 lanes closed of a 3-lane carriageway.
Steven's cable is a cause for concern.
I've got to look at 3 or 4 places at the same time so nobody gets hurt.
And Rory spills the beans.
Oh. Where did that go? Got a baked bean down my overalls. I'll find that later when I take my pants off.
In Leicester, Steven's had to extend his winch cable 60 metres to rescue a flatbed trapped next to a marquee.
Hey, mate, you come out of there, because you're going to get crushed in a second.
Now at tension, the cable poses a significant hazard to the public.
The winch is under a lot of pressure, because obviously the weight of the vehicle it's trying to pull, it could break.
Eventually, the lorry has negotiated the first hurdle.
No hiccups yet. We've cleared the back of the tent, so so far so good. And once we get past the tent, then I'll get him a bit further around so he's got enough room to turn.
However, the main risk factor is increasing.
We're in a public park, and there's a lot of members of public. With the winch cable under tension, I've got to be careful it doesn't come off and fly and hurt somebody. So when something like this happens in a park, people get curious and then they wander closer and that. So we just got to keep our eyes peeled, make sure that nobody comes any closer and gets hurt.
Keeping his attention on the cable, vehicle and public at all times, Steven guides the driver inch by inch.
What I do is if you can just follow it round to the truck, and hopefully you'll be able to drive out.
Patience is imperative.
You know what I say? Slow and steady wins the race.
At least now the lorry is out of the pits.
Anyway, next time you want to unload, back in. It makes life a lot easier. Because I'm sure the park keeper won't be too happy about us destroying his grass too much. It's sort of frowned upon. It could have been a lot different. Might not have come out as easy. The truck might have slid into the marquee bit and the container, and that would have made life a lot harder.
but they're not out of the woods yet. Another turn must be completed to hit the right angle to exit the park.
You want to start steering around just a little bit, because the problem is if you steer too much, you'll just drag it.
Steven hopes the lorry will be able to drive out unaided.
But if she goes, just keep going, get it right out. Go on, keep going.
But the turns have made the wheels dig further into the ground.
That's all right. I'll come around there and have to pull you through. You want to put the front tonneau in?
Steven must think of another way out.
What I was hoping for is the lorry to just drive itself out that little bit, but she don't seem to want to. So instead of just digging it back in, we're just going to go around to the other edge, pull it forward and then pull it all the way out.
Changing pulling position is not a quick fix.
Obviously it's a bit of a pain, because obviously you've got to reset it up and put it back down and then pull around, hopefully.
Even more alarming for Steven, the park is getting busier. The heavy cable must be reattached swiftly. And the second tug of war starts soon after. But the lorry is playing by its own rules and is not turning on the angle Steven needs.
We're near enough. I think I'm going to have to move one more time just to get around to the entrance. And then I think I'll move up to the end there and pull him on so all his wheels are on the tarmac.
Steven's forced to block the park's entrance. As the number of passers-by continues to grow, oblivious to the danger.
A bit cautious because there's a lot more people around. Obviously, it's time now the school kicks out, so a lot of parents around. There's a school just over the road, so just got to be a bit more careful. Excuse me, love, can you walk around the front? Yeah, just walk around the front for us, thank you. There's a lot of foot traffic, pedestrians who are coming one side of the truck, the other side of the truck. I've got to look at 3 or 4 places at the same time so nobody gets hurt. You walk around the back of it, buddy. You'll walk around the back, you'll be fine, yeah? The problem is the general public don't see the dangers of the winch cable because they're in the tension. It was getting busier by the minute, so it was look over my shoulder, stop, get people out the way, carry on. Had to go around the front, my love, if you don't mind. Just walk around the front, yeah? I don't want you to get hurt.
If the cable were to snap and whip round, it could have enough force to slice through a human body.
I'm looking very forward to hitting tarmac and getting the truck put away and getting out of here so I don't have to worry so much about the general public.
As the lorry edges closer to its escape route, the public are taking unnecessary risks and not giving it a wide enough berth. Finally, the lorry reaches solid ground with no casualties.
I do, but handbrake on. Nice one. Once it gets on the handstand, it's just a sigh of relief. It's sort of, now this vehicle can get out without any more winching and he can come out of the park on his own steam.
Now the race is on for Steven to get out of the way.
Would have been nice if it just drove itself out, but it's never that simple. But no damage to the truck, no damage really to the park, so that's a bonus. And ready to pack up and on to the next one.
And Steven can finally relax after all the tension of the rescue. At Lansom Recovery in the southeast, a fleet of 170 vehicles, ranging from service vans to 20-ton plus trucks, attend over 100,000 incidents every year. But putting them under such great demand means it's necessary to regularly bolster this battalion of breakdown behemoths. The latest addition has been with Michael for the last few weeks, but the novelty still hasn't worn off.
The new truck is absolutely perfect. It's a joyous to get up in the morning to go out and drive it. It doesn't even feel like you're driving a truck. It's so quiet, it's so smooth. It's like you're floating on a magic carpet.
And being a truck obsessive.
New truck, new breakdown. Can't really get better than that.
It's clear why he remains besotted with it. At 9.3 metres in length, Michael's Volvo has the power to tow up to 70 tonnes and lift 25. Meaning it can get just about any vehicle out of any scrape. But its sparkling bodywork may not last long, with jobs coming in relentlessly.
So we've had a call from the HE, Highways England. They've got a truck, we've been told that it's broken down on the entrance to a roundabout. It's a Polish registered vehicle. So for the Highways England, we have an hour to get on scene from when we get the call. Highways patrol the motorway network. They respond to calls that they come across or people ring in and report it.
The lorry is stranded on the southbound side of the A10, blocking 2 lanes on the approach to a junction with the M25, causing carnage for commuters. The haulage company's breakdown assistance team are already on the scene.
Basically, what we've got the call this morning at 24 minutes past 7 to say that there's a truck broken down in lane 2 of the A10, especially with the M25. It's a busy network junction. And it quickly gets backlogged. The traffic flows down to about 0 miles per hour.
But the breakdown team can't fix this problem. So the cavalry is coming to the rescue in the shape of Michael and his 540 horsepower wrecker.
Until we get there, I really couldn't say what we're going to come across. All I've got is a registration and a location. I don't know what sort of truck it is, I don't know what the fault is, so it will literally just be a case of we'll get there and find out what it is.
However, now 40 minutes since receiving the Highways England call, he's concerned he won't meet their 1-hour arrival policy.
It's not always possible to get there within the hour because the breakdown that they're calling us to is obviously causing a backlog, so we can only get there when we get there.
At his best, solving problems when the pressure's really on. Michael has recovered 5,500 vehicles over the last decade, taking him 800,000 miles across Europe and the UK. But right now, his personal mileage clock has ground to a halt.
Hello mate, it's Michael from Lantern Recovery. Could you just let your traffic officers on scene know that I'm literally just stuck on the slip road of the M25, so I'm about 5-10 minutes. Lovely. Cheers fella. Bye bye.
Michael's in a tailback, caused by the lorry he's on his way to rescue.
At the end of the day, if we're stuck in traffic, we can't. I'm not on a motorbike, I can't just scoot through the middle, so just sit with it.
Highways England's 1-hour arrival deadline is looming, but Michael knows not to panic.
At the end of the day, if Highways complain or anything like that, you can just say to them, look, you're stuck in traffic. It's not my fault, it's not your fault. It is what it is.
It's now nearly 9 a.m, and the lorry's been stranded for 90 minutes. As Michael finally arrives in the vicinity.
There you go, there he is.
There's gridlock as far as the eye can see, and he can't get through. So the Highways England crew have to act fast and decisively.
So because this breakdown is in the middle lane, it's causing carnage. They've closed the A10 so I can back down instead of having to fight all the way through the traffic. So we've just got there that little bit quicker.
Keen to make up lost time, Michael's not even out of the cab before getting the prognosis.
You all right, boss? What's wrong with it?
It's compressor apparently.
Lovely.
He's got a heads up. But will it be a headache if it is a crocked compressor? First off, Michael performs a pre-lift, so he can slide coach stands under the front wheels.
Not bad.
But it's much riskier inserting the coach stand on the near side of the truck. Dangerously close to the one remaining lane, now carrying the volume of traffic meant for 3. As vehicles crawl past just inches away, Michael's checks confirm the problem.
So the guy's compressor's gone, so it's not producing any air. So we're going to put all our air feeds onto it and everything, just so we can then try and get it out of the way.
He may have a plan, but pressure is mounting.
We've got 2 lanes closed of a 3-lane carriageway.
His next step is to prep his underlift for towing.
So we'll put the forks on the axle and then we'll put some chains on so they don't fall off.
But he has a problem.
And I'm not lined up straight either.
Michael's wrecker needs to be repositioned. And he must act swiftly, because this clogged artery needs to be cleared before the situation becomes terminal. Coming up, Rory's working on clogging arteries of a different kind.
Oh, pardon me.
And a miscommunication makes Michael's heart skip a beat.
No. No. Turn off. Just ignition.
On the outskirts of London, where the A10 meets the M25. Michael is trying to rescue an Arctic with a broken compressor.
So we're going to put all our air feeds onto it and everything, just so we can then try and get it out of the way.
The obstruction is causing chaos. So Highways England sent an SOS out to Lantern. Now the pressure's on to get the lorry away by any means necessary.
We're just going to roll underneath. Put the chains on.
Under the belly of the beast, Michael secures the front axle to his underlift.
Is he loaded, Kenny? Oh, that's right.
It might be a lighter load than usual, but without a working compressor, the troubled truck's brakes are disabled. So Michael must brave the traffic once more to attach an airline.
Because his air compressor's gone, we can't guarantee that it's going to keep the air pressure up, so we're going to just go on to the red test point. Red always indicates emergency brakes. It is fairly dangerous. It's not help that it's a European low-ride truck as well.
The awkward connection has been made, and Michael feeds the opposite end of the Susie back into his own truck. However, connecting with the driver might be just as tricky.
Handbrake off. It's good. Right, ignition on. Yep. No. No. Turn off. Just ignition.
The miscommunication could have been disastrous if the vehicle had lurched when Michael wasn't ready. Now Michael can retract his underlift for the tow. And he's taken extra precautions due to the lorry's setup.
So, because it's a low-ride chassis, where we've lifted it, Just to give us a bit more clearance between the catwalk and the bottom of the trailer, we've lifted the rear up. Just so that we don't catch his catwalk or do any damage.
But the danger of the adjacent lane remains ever present. Luckily, Michael has a job to take him out of harm's way, if only temporarily.
So we're taking this half shaft out, just so we don't wind up the gearbox, because it has a pump inside. And if we tighten it in, it'll just seize the box up, and it'll do it rather quickly. It's nice to be working this side of the truck, at least I know I'm not going to get run over.
And with a swing of his mallet, the job's a good un. Michael's working at breakneck speed, and even has time to regale the tale of how he got his new wrecker.
Well, I was going down the country roads, and when the light comes on, you have no brakes.
Oh.
So you put your foot on the brake, the light comes off the dash, and then the thing chucks you through the windscreen.
Really?
Yeah. I just said to him, no, you can tow me back. I'm not driving that.
Yeah, no, that's...
And then they gave me that on the Friday night. Beautiful looking thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a final instruction for the driver.
Right, you sit other side, in passenger side.
Then just under 20 minutes after he arrived on scene.
Right, done. Let's go. Right, I'll see you all later.
He can let his new truck do what it does best.
Well, I'm putting it back now. It lifts really, really well. My front of my truck is not begging up in the air. So, all in all, I'm very impressed with it so far. We've removed it, we've cleared the obstruction. It's amazing how one vehicle, regardless of whether it's a big one or a small, can cause such a tailback of vehicles.
And Michael's relieved that tailback didn't lead to any serious consequences.
You can have all the hazard signs in the world. You've got highways, you've got the MAN van, they've all got their beacons on. I've got my beacons going. I mean, you can't miss this thing, it's big enough. But yet somebody will still be distracted by a phone call or be on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. And it only takes 2 seconds to have an accident. So all in all, it's a good day for everybody.
With rescue ops on the road for long hours, everything from their sleep patterns to eating habits can be affected. Even finding somewhere to have a decent meal on the job can be tricky. So roadside cafes like Hungry Hogs provide welcome rest stops for ravenous road dwellers. And Rory's on his way there after a nightmare shift.
Like yesterday, I was supposed to finish at 5. Just as it happened, there were a load of accidents on the road. I didn't finish till midnight. If I get caught out, I've got a lovely, comfortable bunk, not like in the old days where they had to put an old door across the engine cover and sleep on that. Those blokes were tough, and we've got it easy. Well, I think we've got it easy. I didn't get this size through hard work, did I?
With nearly a decade at Crouch and almost 500,000 miles under his belt, Rory is used to marathon sessions. So this morning, it's not just his truck that needs refuelling.
The opportunity has presented itself, so I thought we might have a bit of breakfast. So many cafes you go to, the sausages are shit, aren't they? Their sausages are nice. Come along. We don't want to be late.
Owner Sue is renowned for her portion sizes and is well equipped to satisfy large appetites.
Can I have a Sue's breakfast?
You can indeed. Would you like tea or coffee?
I'd like tea, please. Finest sausages served in this lay-by. You won't get a better sausage in this lay-by, would you?
Rory's hoping the bangers will be bang on as usual, with a special ingredient.
We've got a pepper pot that works. Yeah. Wonders will never cease. Thanks, love.
Cutlery's in the pot there, darling. Oh, look at you getting all organised. Are you
I'm all organised.
Enjoy your breakfast, young man.
Thanks, Sue. It's good to call in there and see Sue and have a crack and get something hot inside you. Makes a nice change. Get fed up with sandwiches all the while. It's bloody good. She looks after you. And I love it full English now and again. And what a treat that is.
The bumper brekkie is the perfect pick-me-up after yesterday's tough slog.
The bit I find stressful is when I don't know what to do. Nobody knows everything, do they? And you get to something and there's some problem with it, and I'm not actually sure how I'm going to get round it. I find that a bit stressful, particularly if it's something that's blocking the road.
But for now, at least, Rory just needs to get to grips with his grub.
Oh. Where did that go? I don't know, I think I've got a tomato down my... Oh, got a baked bean down my overalls. I'll find that later when I take my pants off.
With rush hour jobs coming into Crouch HQ thick and fast. Hopefully the full English has filled Rory up.
Oh, pardon me.
As one of the call-outs has landed on his plate.
Lovely old job. See you in a bit. Ta. Right, thanks, Sue.
Not very welcome.
You're not a bad old bird.
Less of the old.
Ta, love.
Rory needs to put his foot down to rescue a tractor unit with an exhaust malfunction.
This lorry is at a... I don't know if it's at a depot or a warehouse. It's somewhere called the Pizza Factory. So, well, we'll see when we get there. Pizzas! It's at the Pizza Factory! Woohoo!
But actual pizzas probably won't be on the menu.
What's wrong with a bit of cheese on toast?
Luckily, his truck is ready for a slice of the action. With the power to pull 50 tons and possessing an underlift with a maximum extension of over 5 metres, it earns its crust on tricky lift and shifts. Rory's been instructed to wait on the busy road outside the factory. As for once, the stricken vehicle will be coming to him.
Well, he's going to bring it out. It still drives. It must be in limp mode or something like that. Limp mode means reduced power and speed to protect the workings of the lorry.
Rory already has a plan of attack in mind. He's going to take it from the rear.
You pick them up when you're doing backwards. You pick them up off the anti-roll bar. It's on the front of the axle. And the drive wheels are exactly as close together as that crosshead is wide. So you've got to be absolutely bang on when you pick them up. Precision is my watchword. It's precision all the way with me.
But he's going to need the lorry's driver to be precise.
He brought it out, parked it up on the side of the road for us, and we were able to do it there. Really, best result for us, really. Makes it so much easier to do that.
However, the location is beginning to bother him.
Well, I've got one little problem here, in that these recovery trucks are all set up, the gear that you use when you're doing a pick up and move job is all on the near side lockers, so you're working safe out of the traffic. Of course, we're the wrong side of the road here, because there's a junction here, we can't park that side. So we're doing it on the wrong side, so you just have to be a little bit careful that we don't get run over.
As traffic passes just inches away, it's too close for comfort.
That industrial estate, although it's only a 30-mile-an-hour road, there's a lot of traffic there. Well, it's a tight old spot here, isn't it? If someone hits you in a van that weighs 3.5 tonne at 30 mile an hour, you're dead. That's it.
Rory has no choice but to brave the busy road.
These are my wheel stands. I'm going to dummy lift it first. Because the gap is so narrow that you can't push the crosshead in between the wheels.
Rory does a pre-lift so he can slide his coach stands under the rear wheels. But getting the crosshead on his towing arm in position is going to be an almighty squeeze.
This is so tight between here.
Coming up, Rory's in a quandary.
You see that, look? It's touching both sides.
But has a light bulb moment.
I'm a bit anal about it, really, and I like it to be level.
And must remain on high alert.
You get run over out here, it's going to hurt, isn't it? Keep your wits about you.
In Nottingham, Rory's wrestling with a malfunctioning tractor unit. And having plumped for a rear pull, he's struggling to insert the crosshead of his underlift between the rear wheel axle.
This is so tight between here. I'm even going to turn my R clips round the other way, look, so they don't catch on the tyres. That particular make and model of tractor unit and the crosshead on the wrecker just fits in between the back wheels. If you're slightly off, it won't go in.
The crosshead slides in with barely any room to spare.
Right down low, so we're under the tyres. Sometimes there can be a bit of a pig to pick up.
But thanks to his precision positioning, Rory gets the forks lined up.
You see that, look? It's touching both sides. Once you've got it on the forks, it's quite safe then. It can't roll, but the forks will catch it.
And now it's time for another tight squeeze. To secure the underlift to the truck with chains. As traffic continues to stream by on this busy road.
You drive down the road at 30 miles an hour and there's a tractor unit on the side of the road. You're perhaps not expecting a big fat bloke in orange overalls to start scrambling out from underneath it. If you hear little Trev with his exhaust pipe like a bloody beer can, you know, you think, oh shit, perhaps I'll just stay under here for a little bit longer till he's gone past. So now that's running like a, have to be running like a trailer, you know.
But Rory's not done yet.
Some people are quite happy to run without a light board. But we go to that many accidents, you know, where someone's running the back of someone else. And I don't see why you wouldn't want some brake lights and some indicators. I'm a bit anal about it, really. I'll put one on even if I'm just going round the corner sort of thing, you know. And I like it to be level. You know all of that about, oh, it's really dangerous on the motorway. It's really dangerous on the dual carriageway and all that lot. I think it's best just to assume that everyone's trying to kill you anyway. You get run over out here, it's going to hurt, isn't it? Keep your wits about you.
And keeping this 8.5-ton beast on the straight and narrow is imperative for a safe transition to its destination.
We'll just tie the steering up straight. So don't try to overtake me anywhere. That's got it, we're good to go.
The job had its challenges, but Rory didn't have to use his secret weapon for squeezing into tight spots.
I have before now squirted a bit of washing up liquid on the tyres to make them more slippy so it'll go up, you know, if I'm just a little bit more one side than the other. And yes, I do carry a bottle of washing up liquid in my wrecker for just such an occasion. And if I need to have a bubble bath, or indeed if I just need to wash my dishes.
Now he's just hoping for a clean run to the drop-off.
We're taking it to SW Autos. Well, I don't think I've been to SW Autos before, so it's very exciting.
And once again, he's forced into expert manoeuvres in limited space. Shunting the tractor unit into its designated bay.
It's all coming together, isn't it? Lovely old job.
And he can finally wash his hands of another messy mission.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. Clean feet and fingernails are the beginnings of culture. That's how they started off in Mesopotamia, you know, bit of Swarfiga.
It's now lunchtime, so it's back in the cab to see if he can find another roadside diner before the next job comes in. Next time, when a sinkhole swallows a water tanker in Wokingham,
That hole goes way forward.
Mary takes control.
My job is to check that everyone's doing everything correctly.
In Leicestershire,
This is why the hedge scratching one is down in the hedges.
a bang battles a banged-up beamer buried in a ditch.
This is one of those jobs which is a 50-50 chance if you're getting it out or you're not.
And in Utoxeter,
Everybody's in a rush nowadays.
Jay's dodging dangerous drivers.
They're trying to squeeze past you and it's not safe to do so sometimes.